Welcome to the Daily Dose. The medicine of today, extracting the medicine, is the medicine of perception. I've often used this as the medicine, but really there's so many ways the medicine of perception plays out. So think about this. Think about something in your life right now, a challenge, an opportunity, a situation you're in that you are trying to solve or create from, and it's just a little bit limited, and you feel stuck. So think about that. It could be a bad stuck or a good stuck, right? There's just stuck. It's like there's something that wants to change. And we're limited by our perception, like our aperture of perception is what I call it. It's like if you think about the aperture on a camera, it's like how big the lens, how far the lens can see or how wide the lens is. Well, that's the same as our perception. What we perceive is what like the universe of solutions that we're going to tap into. And when we can expand our perception, we get to tap into so many more opportunities and solutions. And this can be around what's my purpose? What am I here to do? I mean, if you only have a limited awareness of possibilities of what you can do, then you're limited by that range, right? So the more we expand our perception, and when I say perception, I mean perception of reality, perception of potential other industries, perception of ways that you can do things. I mean this in the literal, factual sense, like the left brain sense, and I mean this in the creative, how do I manifest in a different way sense? And so what we want to do is expand our perception in all areas, from spiritual perception to like literally perceiving from the level of our soul. All right, from the universal everything. Everything is energy until it becomes matter. And so I'm actually reading an amazing book right now. Stay tuned because this wonderful human, Dr. Jude Curvan, is on my podcast coming up this month. And so this book, she's a physicist, she's a cosmologist, and is like literally teaching me about physics in this book around how did the earth come to be? How did we humans come to be in existence? And when you think about it like that, oh my gosh, my perception has just expanded so much. What is information? And we're going to do all this in the podcast, so not right here. But just for this daily dose, think about what is like a problem or a challenge or an opportunity on your plate right now that is only limited by the perception of what solutions are there for you. I'm going to share an example. I have a program called the Journey of Increase, and I've been running this program for 7 years. It is time tested. I have so many client testimonials, like it's amazing. I do it all the time, this program over and over, because it's a system and it works. It's called the Journey of Increase, and I'm rebranding it and relaunching it this year. And I never actually succeeded at marketing it or selling it like widespread as a product. So I give it to my clients when they join another program. Like we just always start with this because it is foundational in our transformation. And it freaking accelerates transformation radically. And so I'm thinking, okay, so my team and I, we've been figuring out the next steps for launching this, rebranding it and relaunching it. And I don't launch, not my thing really, but how do I make sure that this gets into the hands of millions of people? That's really my goal. Making it accessible, financially, easy to do, and all of those things, and packed with amazingness and all the things. But you need to market it. You need to know how to write copy. You need to know how many emails to write. You need to have all those things on the back end set up, right? And how do you deliver this in a way that is impeccable and beautiful and serves the purpose? And to do that, you need to invest money in it. You need to invest money in it. And I was thinking, the way I've done programs is from a little place of thinking where I just create it and then I share it with clients, or I try marketing it. And I'm not a online marketer. That's not what I do for a profession. I am a business architect, but I am not an online marketer. And so, what do I do with that? And then that was my limited perception. We're just going to do it. It's going to work. The universe is on my side. This is amazing, right? And then I was walking with a friend of mine recently who's a really amazing entrepreneur and a really creative thinker. And he shared with me something about an idea that he had. And he could have funded this idea that he had, but he didn't. And he shared this idea that he had about something that was really awesome. And one of his friends said, hey, dude, you should do that. I'll fund it for you. I'll give you XYZ money, seed funding for you to do this. And so then he has this book published, this journal published and a card deck, and it's a whole thing. And I'm like, huh? And he could have funded that, but someone believed in him and funded it. That's the thinking of an entrepreneur versus a solo business owner, professional with some content, And I'm like, oh, you just stretched my perception so much. How am I going to get this funded? Because this is amazing what I got here. And it stretched my perception, and it has completely changed the game. So stay tuned if you want to know what happens with this, just to find out what happens. Hop over to my website, stephanietrager.com, get on my email list, and I'll share with you when we go live with the Journey of Increase. And until then, I really want to hear from you how this lands, like extracting the medicine, first of all, step number one. Like, what's up for you right now that when you think about this, it's so game-changing that when you apply it in your life, it's going to trickle down to mitochondria in your body and change everything, right? It's like a new upgrade. I'll never go back to thinking the old way, right? So think about medicine, extracting the medicine like that. And it could be around something like a big idea, or it could literally be just around perception of something that came up for you to offer you, a growth opportunity, a personal growth opportunity, and stretching your emotions or whatever it is for you. So that's number one. Number two, what about this medicine that I'm sharing with you, the expanding your aperture of perception? How might that serve you? I'm curious. I'd love to hear your comments. If this resonates, please comment, like, share this, subscribe to the channel. It really does help. I am doing my best to share all this juicy content, and your support means the world to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you.